Hey guys, I'm Martin and welcome to Tech of the Future. Today we will take a look if Tesla is going to take over the auto industry. Full disclosure, I am a big fan of Tesla and I own stocks in the company. Also, know the company's business model and the performance inside and out. But what I'm going to talk about is totally based on facts. Recent years, Tesla's market performance has skyrocketed. Early this year, Tesla's market capitalization had reached $107 billion and surged past the giant German automaker Volkswagen to become the world's second most valuable auto company behind Toyota. Tesla's valuation now exceeds that of Ford and GM combined. In my opinion, Tesla's business model represents a threat to auto industry as a whole, and you might ask how. Well, if you didn't know that Tesla is a software company first, then it is a hardware company. And I could tell you that software is taking over the world rapidly. And this is the biggest advantage for Tesla. You can say that Tesla is taking bomb for the traditional auto industry and it can explode at any time. The traditional automakers have a lot of hardware engineers, but not a lot of software engineers. And in the era of software, traditional automakers don't even come close to Tesla. You may ask why I say that. Well, as you know, the traditional automakers are very slow to respond, take years to update and fix problems, and on top of that, they basically feed off of the customers in many different ways. Tesla, on the other hand, is so quick to respond to customers that every month or so, there is a software update waiting to make the vehicle better than before. Also, they fix any issues very quickly. Tesla is like Google or another tech giant constantly working on their products to improve the customer experience. Tell me which other automaker does that. I hope that every automaker is thinking or should be thinking to invest in software and in electric vehicles. And I could see if they don't, they won't survive the next decade or so. And it is not only the software Tesla is crashing the traditional automakers with. They are also crashing the traditional automakers in battery technology too. Tesla is at least 5 to 6 years ahead of every other automakers. Tesla has recently acquired battery manufacturing companies and will incorporate new kinds of battery related technologies in its vehicles, which could further reduce the cost of ownership. I am not going to explain the Tesla battery technology in this video because I already made a video explaining the Tesla's battery technology. I highly recommend that you go watch that video. I will link it below. Also, I'll put it in the top pop-up banner as well. So far, I only talked about the software and battery technology. But one other major key factor and very important part is that the charging network for electric vehicles. I know that those who owns an electric vehicle, they charge their vehicles at home. But if you want to drive long distances, a charging network is a must. As of March 2020, Tesla operates 16,585 superchargers in 1,870 stations worldwide. In the US alone, there are 914 stations compared to Electrify America, who has roughly 425 stations. Okay, so let me be clear here. Tesla is an automaker. Electrify America is not. I hope you understand that Tesla is the only automaker who operates a 16,585 supercharger in 1,870 stations, and no other automaker have this amount of superchargers nor charging stations. Also remember that Tesla is growing the charging network day after day. Tesla is also accelerating the automation of driving as well with their own autopilot. No other automaker is capable of doing this. Tesla is the first automaker to invest heavily into full self-driving. And remember, I told you that Tesla is a software company. If you didn't know that Tesla's Autopilot can handle steering, acceleration, braking, changing lane, stopping in traffic lights, and many others, but it requires driver supervision. Not to say that other automakers don't have driving assistant. They do, but not where the vehicle can handle steering, changing lane, acceleration, and braking. As I said, that no other automaker is capable of developing autopilot as Tesla is doing right now. The traditional automaker don't have the data and vehicles driving around. Where Tesla have more than million vehicles driving around the world and collecting data and sending it to Tesla servers so they can improve the autopilot. Now let's move on to some numbers, shall we? So in 2019, the number of battery electric vehicles sold in United States alone came to be 246,115 according to CNBC. Tesla alone sold 193,850 vehicles, and that is more than 3 times the amount sold by other automakers combined. In 2019, Tesla sold 159,825 Model 3, 19,600 Model X's, and 14,425 Model S's. Tesla expanding the production in China. It is expected that the number will go high as 300,000 to 400,000 vehicles per year. So far, the Tesla killer that we are hearing about haven't killed Tesla yet, but many automakers are coming with new electric vehicles to compete with Tesla. I always say having competitors competing for the same market makes most sense for the consumers. But in the mid 2020, it still looks like that Tesla is the number one in making and selling electric vehicles, and they are the one who is pushing the electric vehicle market. I will say this again that so far, no other automaker came even close to Tesla's Autopilot software, hardware, charging network, and battery technology. So, I just pray and hope that the traditional auto industry start playing the EV game or they will be left behind, and that will be end for them. In summary, it looks like that Tesla is capitalizing the EV market. So guys, this is it for today. If you find this video helpful, please consider hitting the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you are new to the channel, consider clicking the subscribe button. Also, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And have an awesome day.